Oh, you wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I have to beg, plead for your sympathy, I don't mind. Hit that subscribe button, please. Ain't too proud to beg some views. Please don't leave me, y'all. Hey, listen, I'm the Dad Panther, brightest humor content creator, master of none, and we're talking a new episode. We're still Love is Blind, season 9, episode 5. Yeah, episode 5 is what my notes say. Hit the subscribe button, notifications on, all the other stuff. There may be some links. Click those links. They'll get you to the right spot, whether in the mood or maybe you planning for a trip from Mexico. You might be able to take, yourself or some family find love. I don't know. I'm going to tell you what I picked up from the episode. I really can't say highs and lows. It's not like we're reviewing like a show in whole or something. And then at the end, I'm going to rate the episode. I didn't think I was going to rate each episode, but hell, here we are. So episode 5, we start off with basically Annie, Nick, and Brendan. They have a very interesting love triangle, as what we're seeing now is love triangles. That's really all that's left. Like this, there's not necessarily a strategy with this show, but there is. Like if you find that special person early on, I'm talking about like day 1 or 2, maybe 3, the most, then you have your pick. You have an opportunity to meet some people and figure some stuff out. Now, after some of the people are gone and they've already engaged, and some people are also leaving the house on both sides, then you run the risk of, not disrespectfully say get leftovers, but you're trying to figure out what's going on. Now, the name of the show is I Want You to Want Me. So I didn't know what song to lead with. I was like, if you think I'm sexy, always thinking like maybe I want you back. But the evidence is clear that was the motive with this one. Now, for Annie with Nick and Brendan, Annie is stuck in the middle because, and in the middle, like in tears, because both these men want her. Both these men understand that they're literally, I'll only go to the end of the road. They're about to, like, you can't get voted off, but I mean, you um so she's stuck with this dilemma to try to figure out which one should she choose. Now, early in the series, I was like, Brendan seemed like a pretty good guy, and it just seems like, again, maybe how they're cutting it, he doesn't seem so genuine. Like I said before, he's not remembering full conversations that they're having. And she's kind of trying to figure out exactly what they're going to do, how they're going to piece stuff together. Now, Nick, this works. Nick just seems like a natural salesperson, which makes sense because I think Nick sells expensive watches, right? So it just, this works for him, and I think he's going to get the nod for that one. Megan W and Mike, like I've said so many times, Mike, who maybe is in a cult. Like I heard what he said, really the first conversation they had, and he's like, I'm in a group and it's nationwide. I don't know, doesn't sound very good. I would not be surprised if we hear more about that in the future. But I feel like Mike is not a good guy. I don't think there's a lot of good people on this show. Is it like this every season? Because this, I don't know. Megan, again, Megan W with Jordan. Jordan's the guy with the tattoo sleeves. He's the one with the son that has the diabetes type 1, and so he's the front runner. I think he's going to be really cool, really chill. I don't know if he's going to be too chill, but I think she will feel good in that sense of being loved romantically. I feel like with Mike is like, I'm looking for a trophy wife. Mike is, I'm looking for a status. And here's the thing, I think Megan's looking for the same thing too. And I just think that's what it is. You have Patrick and Casey. That is a cluster waiting to happen. Like I said before, Casey already outed Patrick as Asian American, and you heard his insecurities when he talked about it. You saw the first time you ever saw Patrick kind of stutter, break down, almost like a knockout blow, where the ref is just counting and trying to get him back on his feet. And it took a minute. And then on top of it, he understands because Annie's gone that he has to re-up. He's got to figure out what's next. And I don't think that's a good move because you're moving in desperation. And I think Casey is moving kind of in desperation too. I think she's trying to figure out exactly what she's going to do. And because you're already past day 5, maybe, you don't have much to go off of. So I think this is where you're going to start to see people either go home or whatever. But I don't see that working because everyone has a type. Some people don't like that. They don't like the fact that someone has a type. They take it as something negative, but we all have types. We all have types. We all have fetishes. We all have things we like and don't like, whether they come from a good place or they don't. It is what it is. And I feel like they both have either voiced it knowingly or unknowingly that they have a type, and it doesn't communicate to that type being those two. Now we had Annie or Anna who left. She left in a weird way because she was the most aggressive, flirty type of person, and she had a chill personality. So I don't understand why she left, other than maybe she didn't want that kind of relationship because she has a type, or does she have a boyfriend, which is something I'm thinking about now because there are one, if not two people on the show, probably one that had a boyfriend and did reality shows before, or would have to have a conversation when they get back about it. And I don't understand how that even got to the show. Again, a conversation with a casting situation. You have Mike and Nick. Mike and Nick are bros. They're bros. Jordan sitting there with the dilemma of, is he going to be chosen or not? Like I said before, Mike is like, I got this. And you're watching two douchebags come together with a douchebag embrace. And I feel like I'm not surprised at all, as they both know. I can see Mike doing it, but Nick, knowing that Jordan's sitting right there doing what he's doing, and then go over like, hey man, what's up? Yeah, I'm the person. Oh no, I didn't know. Okay, whatever, buddy. Nick and Annie, later on they don't tie the knot, but they move to the next step, which is they're going to they're engaged. So the thing that I thought was interesting, once again, I feel like the women are all in. I feel like Nick is all in, but I feel like his personality is gonna fuck it up. But I feel like they're a strong couple based off of the couples we're seeing now, right? That's how I feel. Then you have Jordan and Meg W. Jordan beats out Mike. Jordan beats out Mike. I'm just saying. We're gonna find out because now he has her. And now the real stuff happens because I think she's gonna be more comfortable to push back where she wasn't able to do that with Mike. And so you're gonna get that positioning there. And like I said, Jordan's chill. We'll see if he's too chill. We also have Patrick and Casey, that situation at the end, which again, I write my notes as I see it to try to go through the same kind of emotion in a way. Because but I'm not surprised. And the thing that was disheartening is, I think a lot of the couples want to see the person to get closure to make that decision. I think when Anne, if I'm saying her name correctly, when she found out who Patrick was, she was cool with him the whole time. Remember, from the jump, they had a good connection. First episode, and it disappeared after it reached this really big breakthrough that we all thought, or at least I thought. And I felt like she had a reveal right then and there. She didn't need to see what he looked like because she understood, if that makes sense, with both of them. Um, and I think that's telling. I think Casey needed to see him to get that closure, to see if that was something she can do, because I don't think that's her type. I think she has a thing that she not a thing. She has a preference. That preference isn't it, but it fits the preference for Patrick. And so Patrick looks at the reveal. He's like in love, like this can work. We got this, and she's looking like there's some, I won't even say this passion or lust. It looks like she's like, I'm gonna play this game until I can get out of here. Like I'm not. It's almost like a defense mechanism. I'm not gonna sit here and like not hug the guy or whatever. But it just doesn't feel very genuine. And then the clip that we're getting leading into the next episode, which is season 9, episode 6, already in those, I feel like there's clues, and the clues are she's dipping, she's done. This is not going to happen. And it feels like the thing is he's not realizing it. So I think that's the end of both of them at the end of this show. So let's go ahead and rate it. We rate here from a 0 to 5, 5 being awesome, terrific, excellent, and 0 being horrible. We had some high levels in this season so far, based off of me not really understanding the flow of the show and being surprised, and some of the drama and stuff that's happening. For this episode, there was some things that were kind of playing back and forth with people getting engaged. So I would easily just say it's a 3. I thought it was average as far as a reality show goes. At this point, you know the characters. I think I think they're doing the trip to Mexico, and I think that is going to be something interesting because now you're going to isolate these couples, um, and put them in a different light that I don't think they're ready for. I'm sure as hell not ready to watch it. KB and Ed, I think that's again something right there where it's like the fuse has been lit, unfortunately. And here's the thing: I like the guy. There's nothing negative. I try to stay away from social media, so I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything for myself. But I just feel like social media they're just gonna have a run with this. And if KB is like, I'm a strong black woman and I can handle this, and I want this. If you're happy with it, you're happy with it. But I feel like there are some things that he has to work out before coming into the relationship, or she's going to have to work on that with him. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair for both of them. Honestly, I don't think it's fair for us watching it unless you just like messy shit like that. But you could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here. I greatly appreciate that. Until next time, kalika lika loud.